Good morning, everyone. Wes Lee is off this week, so I'll be your main captain for this flight, and we're going to talk about my least favorite subject, drought. So let's get right to it. Well, we're still in pretty good shape on the latest drought monitor map across the eastern two-thirds of the state. Still got some trouble spots, of course, over in the western half, but we do have some new D0 abnormally dry conditions creeping into northeast and southeast Oklahoma and a little bit farther east in south central Oklahoma. Now, these are areas indicative of drought possibly starting to form, so these are the places we're going to have to watch as we go through the next few weeks if we don't get rainfall. And it is summer, so you know that can always happen. So we have started to extend the time where we are getting significant rainfall. We now have about 15 to 20 to even 30 days across parts of the state without at least a quarter inch of rainfall in a single day, as you can see from this map from the Oklahoma Mesonet. So, you know, we're going to have to keep a good eye on this because flash drought can definitely start to develop quickly as we get into the heat of the summer without rainfall. The 30-day rainfall maps still show a lot of that good rainfall across parts of western Oklahoma and definitely east central Oklahoma, where generally 5 to nearly 10 inches of rain fell. However, in between those spots, we still have a lot of real estate with 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. So those are the areas we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on as we go through the next few weeks as we watch out for that flash drought. We can see those deficit areas show up quite well on the departure from normal rainfall map from the Mesonet. We now have deficits over the last 30 days of 1 to 2 to even nearly 4 inches of rainfall over parts of the state, definitely across parts of northern Oklahoma and also south central Oklahoma. So those deficits are starting to mount, as are our flash drought worries. So our nice soil moisture recovery is starting to lag a little bit. Now we start to see that 7-day 10-inch fractional water index change start to go really negative across much of the state. So that soil moisture, especially in the top layers of that soil, starting to leach out, starting to get evaporated by the sun's energy and used up by all the plants. So definitely a warning sign for flash drought development as we start to lose that soil moisture. That's also reflected in the USDA map of topsoil moisture, percent short to very short by week. We've gone up by 12% since last week, and we're now at 46%. We're a lot better than, of course, New Mexico, Texas, Colorado, some of the surrounding states, but we are starting to see that number start to go up a little bit too quickly. So again, another indication of possible flash drought starting to form in the Sooner State. Now, we have been a little bit cooler over the last few days, a little bit this week, but that heat dome is going to set directly over Oklahoma as we get into next week. Again, that means a lot of above normal temperatures, and when you're talking above normal temperatures in the July 4th time frame, that means blistering hot weather, and that does not help those flash drought worries that we are starting to see. And as we look at the rainfall outlook for next week from the Climate Prediction Center, unfortunately, we're seeing increased odds of below normal precipitation, and during the summer that means not a lot, unfortunately. Okay, you heard me mention flash drought quite a bit there. Summertime is the prime season for flash drought development. We will be in the middle part of summer, the hottest part of the year, and we are expecting to see lots of above normal temperatures, so definitely something to keep an eye on. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.